Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to the officially Braless podcast. I'm your host Bobs. First and foremost, I'd like to apologize for releasing this episode quite late. It was supposed to be released on Friday, but I was extremely busy with work and I thought I'd be able to record when I got back home, but I got back home at around 10 p.m. and I was extremely exhausted. I just couldn't do anything. So I decided that I would record on Sunday. But this is the last time this is happening. I hadn't really planned very well, but yes. So it's going to be a Sunday episode. If I'm being completely honest, right now I'm at 15% in all aspects, emotionally, physically, mentally. I'm not okay. I don't want to pretend. I have been going through certain changes. I don't know if they are induced by PMS or I honestly do not know, but I'm just not doing well right now. But that's not going to stop me from having this conversation with you guys and with myself. I am going to fully commit to this. So, as you can see from the title, approval not required, because it's extremely unsolicited. For someone to share an opinion, a negative opinion about what you like as a person, about what you want to do as a person. I can give you an example. Like myself, I usually get excited about my birthdays, and there's a notion that being excited about your birthday stops when you are a teenager or even younger than that, like when you're 10 years old. At one point I saw, I don't remember if it was a tweet or something, but I saw a post on X and someone was talking about their birthday, and in the comments the person was like, are you a kid? Are you 10 years old that you're still rambling about your birthday? And in my head, I thought to myself, I was like, yeah, like what's wrong with that? That person liking their birthday and being excited about it does not harm you in any way. It's not a harmful thing. It's not illegal. It doesn't clearly stop you from breathing if this person is excited about their date of birth and celebrating how far they've come, that sort of thing. So somebody makes you feel bad for liking what you like, for being who you are. And those are the things that I want to talk about. Maybe give you a bit of examples and scenarios so that you people can understand. Let me see. Another example I could think of is, now for me, from my experience, I've had people making me feel bad about taking selfies, in that I even stopped taking selfies of myself in public. The most I can do is at home, but taking selfies out in the open and people give you side eyes and those subtle judgments, and suddenly you feel extremely self-cautious and you put down your phone. But at the end of the day, you realize that other people's opinions don't matter. Let me take the selfies, let me make these memories. It's never a wrong thing to take a selfie of yourself, or even taking pictures of your food. Let people be themselves. That if somebody wants to take a picture of their food before they eat it, then let them do that. If they want to record something and post it on their status update, let them do it. I've had people say like, me, I don't post a lot. Or if they see like a very huge thread, like if you've posted like 8 things and you have like 8 posts in a thread, and the person is like, why do you post all of this? By the way, you overpost. So what? So what if I overpost? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if I overpost. Am I posting something pornographic? No. Am I posting content that's bad? No, I'm not. These are just moments in my life that I want to share with my friends, with my family, and so on and so forth. So if someone is making you feel bad for posting your stuff on your story on using your very own phone, then that's just weird. So I would like to point out that I have no problem. Me personally, I am such a huge poster. I don't really post my personal information, like who I'm dating or whatever, but I am very opinionated when it comes to my stories. I will post about my thoughts. I will post funny memes. I will post whatever I find intriguing, or something I'm questioning about, or literally my thought process. I can write it down on my status update and post it, and it's really fun to get different perspectives from my viewers about what I've said, about what I post. It's a fun thing, so I mostly do it for fun. It's really not that deep, but when it comes to things like, let's say when I have an episode, a depressive episode, a grief episode, I do post my family. I write down what I'm feeling, if I'm missing them. That's something I do often when I get like a grief attack. You see how people get asthma attacks? I get grief attacks where I am consumed by an overwhelming sadness, and I start to remember my family and all that, and it's something, it literally feels like I'm clouded by a very dark force. I think that's the best description I can give it. And so in a way to let that out, I do tend sometimes to post it on my socials. I post a picture of my dad or my family or my sister, and I write things, and a couple of hours later I am feeling better, I am okay. And if I want to delete what I posted, then I delete it, but then if I don't want, I will leave it there. But yes, what I was saying, I do have certain exceptions. Like, I don't care what you post about, like, you do you, but do not post pornographic content. I find that very weird, very strange. So people that post pornographic content, it's not cool, it's illegal. I have people that they're journalists, like if there are riots in town, if an accident has happened on the highway or something, they will record it with their phone, or they'll get it from a WhatsApp group and then post it on their status. And then you're going through people's statuses, and then you come across a picture of a dead body or a cracked skull or a broken leg, and it triggers you. It triggers you. I have problems with such people. If you're going to post such content, I think you should warn others before you post such stuff. Put a disclaimer, please. Let people know. Viewer discretion is advised. Let them know that. Warn them that that, guys, I'm going to post really graphic content, and it's on you if you decide to go ahead, and consume this information. Viewer discretion is basically a warning that indicates that the following content may contain graphic or mature material. So please warn your people before you go haywire on your posts. Otherwise, do you. I've also been judged for liking anime and watching cartoons. How is that an issue? One time a certain person was like, ono mwana sintegeera alaba bikatuno babadde ki, and okay, basically that means I don't understand this girl, this child. What's wrong with her? She watches cartoons. What's wrong with her? She's and I'm like, how is this bad? I like cartoons. They're really interesting. How does that stop your happiness? If I'm watching Cartoon Network, or if I'm watching avatar or something, you know? You're slowly chipping away at my happiness. These are things that make me happy, the small joys, eh? So I love my cartoons and I will continue watching them whether you like it or not. That's really not my problem. That's just not my problem. That's just not my problem. Judging people for taking videos or pictures when they're on the plane. Do you know what it means to be on a plane? To move from one country to another. Be high up in the clouds. To be able to enjoy that privilege. Do you know what it means to be in a plane? Honey, I'm going to record each and every moment. I'm going to make those posts of my plane next to the window and the clouds and, the wing of the plane showing. I'm going to do all that. I'm going to romanticize my plane experience because this kind of thing doesn't happen every day. So let people enjoy themselves. Do not judge them for enjoying themselves. Taking pictures and videos of themselves when they're on the plane is actually, it's something to be celebrated, honestly. I'm 28 years old, but I've never stepped on a plane. And trust me, the day I step on a plane and I'm traveling, y'all are going to know. I will let the whole world know. The people who have lived their entire lives and they've never stepped on a plane and they want to, but they can't because they cannot afford it. They've never really got an opportunity to do it. So when somebody takes pictures and documents their entire experience on a plane when they're traveling, when they're at the airport or whatever, doing boomerangs of their passports and whatnot, let them be. Please do not extend your judgment, your unsolicited judgment. Another thing that pissed me off, by the way, is when Spotify released its Spotify Wrapped, and people were so excited about it. I was one of the people that posted my Spotify Wrapped because it's something that I look forward to at the end of the year, and many of us look forward to it. But there were a few Debbie Downers in the background that were like, you don't have to purchase Spotify Wrapped. We don't want to know. My gosh. Like, how bad is it of me posting the things that make me happy, my joys, and you are here pulling us down? If you don't want to post it, then don't. If you don't care about that kind of stuff, then that's fine. But for us who look forward to it at the end of the year, we shall do it. In all our happiness, we shall do it. If it's your birthday and you're this kind of person who likes to screenshot the messages that you receive on that day and post them, go ahead and do it. Personally, I don't do that, but if that makes you happy, go ahead and do it. Post all the screenshots. Show us the kind of love that you're receiving that day. I've seen people talk about it. Oh, what was it? I think it was a Kenyan post, somebody from Kenya, and they're like, these people that post screenshots of their birthday wishes and stuff, please stop, we don't want to. And I'm like, is it your birthday? If this person wants to post this, then let them post it, please. Another thing I've received judgment for is liking K-dramas, liking K-pop idols. It was mostly during the time of COVID where I got so much into K-pop idols. One of my best bands is BTS and will always be my best band. And I was very vibrant about how I like them, and I would post them all the time, and sometimes I would get side eyes or even messages, and people would be like, why do you post them? What do you like about K-pop idols? Like, I never thought that you'd be one of the people that like K-pop idols, and there were very subtle comments, but over time it made me feel some type of way. Not that I even stopped posting, but okay, when the boys joined the army, I kind of stop posting. But I know when they come back, when they're all back, the 7 of them, oh, my posting is going to resume, and I do not care what other people think. Me, I like K-pop idols. I love BTS. I like K-dramas, and if that's something that you do not like or what, it's okay. So my fellow K-pop fans out there, please be very expressive of what you like. Post, do whatever. It's okay, it's fine. Another thing people receive judgment for is posting their achievements. There's really nothing wrong with posting your achievements. If you've received an email about a job and you're really happy you want to share it with your people, go ahead and share it. For those ones that, want to hide their every move and whatever, that's also okay. For those that find a balance between the two, they post some achievements, others they keep them under wraps, it's also fine. Guys, whatever works for you, whatever makes you comfortable, go for that. But for those that judge others for posting their achievements, that's not cool. This person, you do not know, you have no idea the kind of work that this person has done to reach this. If they were anxious, waiting for that news or information, you had no idea. And then they post it because they're so happy. And then for you come in the back and you're like, why are you posting this? We don't want to know. If you're going to do it, you get like, stop being a party pooper, stop being a Debbie Downer. Please stop bringing people down. It's not cool. Even when people geek about the things that they like, I have a tendency of geeking about the shows that I'm watching. Now, for example, right now I'm very invested in From, the TV series, and all the theories that I read on Reddit and all those things, I post them. And so for someone to come out and be like, I don't care, okay? I don't care. Of course, I do understand jokes, definitely, because I also joke with my Taylor Swift friend. I joke a lot. I'm like, nah, Taylor Swift, no. But I do not make her feel bad for liking what she likes. So do not make it reach that point where you're making somebody feel like what they are liking or what they have interest in is a bad thing. At the end of the day, all these things that I've mentioned, sure, they're very subtle, by the way. They're not always big, but they're quite subtle things. But over time, you keep poking at this person, you keep poking at the things that they like, the things that give them joy. And the more you poke, the more it chips away at their confidence, because they start to have self-doubt. They start to ask themselves, am I too much for liking cartoons? Am I too much for being excited about my birthday? Am I too much for taking selfies of myself or taking pictures of my food? Am I too much for documenting each and every part of my life, or documenting my travels when I'm on the plane or whatever? You're going to make them question themselves, and they're going to stop expressing themselves authentically, because you hawkers, the ones I call you, the ones with the hawk stares, you're just ready to judge this person for something that's not even there. You're suppressing this person. They're suppressing their joy because you keep poking at them for being who they are. Let them be who they are, what they like, everything. It's okay. For you, if you don't like it, it's fine also. You don't have to bring the other person down. You're going to make this person overthink their every action. This person has taken a picture of their hot dog, of their ice cream, and they want to post it on their status, but then they remember what you told them the other time, like, hey, you don't have to post every single detail of your life or whatever, like, why are you posting this? So they're going to probably keep that in their archives, and they won't be able to express themselves properly. that also leads to loss of authenticity. For me, my thing is, if it makes you happy and it's not illegal, you're not, doing bad things or whatever, then go ahead, go for it, do it. Okay? So this is more like advice. They're not really solutions or coping mechanisms, that the usual things that I like to say, but this is mostly like advice. And I'm speaking from experience. What I have realized is other people's opinions really don't matter. And the more you go, the more you get to realize that constructive criticism is very important, but there's some opinions that are very unsolicited, especially when it comes to such certain things, like those things that you like, things that make you get what I mean? Those opinions don't matter. If you like onion juice, like it. If you like boiled eggs, like them. Okay? If you like posting things that you do in the day or whatever, post them, honey. Give yourself permission to enjoy your life, because last I checked, it is only one life. So enjoy it. Motivate yourself. Surround yourself with people that support you, people that do not bring you down, and avoid people that make you feel bad about being who you are. Distance yourself. Sometimes, unfortunately, it can even be family, and you can always love somebody from afar. You can be like, hey, I love you, but I'm going to love you from miles away, because it's going to help me with my mental health, and it's a lot healthier for me, for our relationship. So people, stop being party poopers, stop being the authenticity police. Stop taking joy from people. If a person is not doing something illegal, it's just innocent, authentic, unapologetic expression of self, then let them be, please. We like what we like, yeah? So the key phrase for this episode is unapologetic joy. Do not apologize for being happy, people. There's so many sad, miserable people in this life, and so if you get a moment, those small tiny things that make you happy, those small joys, please embrace them, because what is life without those things? For the haters, I'm gonna call you haters, please don't dim other people's lights, okay? Who decided what's cool or acceptable? No one, okay? It's a free world. Let people be who they want to be. Let people like what they like, okay? Let me like my K-pop idols. Let me post my Spotify Wrapped. Thanks. Okay, now I'm mumbling. But you get what I mean. I do not mean any offense to anyone, but be a little bit more empathetic towards what people like, because people also be empathetic towards what you like. If you're out there dimming other people's light and taking away their small joys, what does that look like? How do you think it's going to come back to you, Spread love and light. So next week, I want to talk about grief. It has been a topic that's been quite heavy on my heart, and I really want to expound on it. I feel like I need to let people understand what it is, to give you a bit of an insight, because some people think that grief is just, being sad, but it's way deeper than that. And I will also give you maybe tips on how to support somebody that's grieving, whether it's a friend or a family member or but you have somebody in your life that is grieving and you're not sure how to be there for them, I'm going to share a few tips. Yeah, so have a lovely week ahead. Christmas is here. This is the best time of the year for most people. The lights are coming up, the trees are coming up, and of course, the reason for this season is Jesus Christ. Yes, we commemorate the birth of the Lord, and yeah, I'm happy to celebrate that every year. And also, I'm happy to just rest. Oh gosh, you people, I am tired. Exhaustion. If you want to know the meaning of this exhaustion, just look for a girl called Barbara. She's the host of Unofficially Officially Brothers. Anyway, that's me joking. Yeah, I'll see you next week. Toodaloo.